last week around the globe. Friends, this is a new series I'm starting today. Every Monday at 5 p.m., I'll post a video in this series. I'll be explaining the most interesting news and wonders from around the world from the past week in the most entertaining way possible. I hope you will support this series as you have supported me in the past. So shall we dive into our content? The Chinese have been making realistic sex toys for a few years now. These toys are designed to resemble the human body, capturing its softness and shape. Sales of these sex toys have soared worldwide. Now they've gone one step further by using AI technology to create sex robots. These advanced robots are designed to provide all kinds of sexual pleasure, just like a human. They even make moaning sounds and engage in personal romantic conversations during intimacy. They can also act like a girlfriend. The demand for such sex toys and sex robots in China is the primary driver behind their production. From 1980 to 2015, China had a one-child policy. As a result, there aren't enough women for men to marry. The 35-year-old one-child policy in China has left millions of men and women unmarried. That's why the production of these sex toys is growing so much. Do you wonder why these men are so obsessed with sex? Interestingly, 60% of sex toys are actually bought by women. How would it feel if someone was publicly executed just for listening to songs or watching films? It sounds very disturbing, right? But that is exactly what happened in North Korea. A 22-year-old North Korean boy was publicly executed for watching 70 songs and 3 films from South Korea. This was because, according to North Korea's revolutionary ideology and culture law, watching content from another country, especially South Korean content, is a serious crime. North Korea is so strict that they won't even allow the boy's name to be known to other countries. This incident actually happened in 2022, but the world only found out about it recently when a report was released by Human Rights Commission a few days ago. There are millions of viruses in the world. Among them, only the Spanish flu virus killed 100 million people in 1918, but there are 2 virus names that we remember well. One is the coronavirus and the other is the HIV virus, also known as AIDS. AIDS has killed more than 40 million people so far. There's a vaccine for corona, but what about HIV, which first appeared in 1980? As of now, there is no vaccine. In 2020, 680,000 people have died of HIV/AIDS. But because of the COVID pandemic, this news has been largely ignored. In 2020 alone, 38 million people worldwide were infected with HIV. Of all the people in the world with HIV, 67% live in Africa. Do you know who comes in second? India. There are many treatments available for HIV/AIDS. Among them are 2 FDA-approved pills, Truvada and Descovy, but neither has a 100% success rate. Gilead Sciences has now developed an injection called Lenacapavir. This is not a vaccine to prevent HIV, but it is said to provide 100% protection for those already infected with HIV. For clinical trials, 2,134 women in Uganda were selected and given this Lenacapavir. Among those who received this injection, there was no 100% increase in HIV symptoms. Let's say there are 2 twins with the same lifestyle. One of them was infected with HIV at the age of 25. Since then, he has taken this injection regularly every 6 months. So if the one without HIV lives to be 90, the one with HIV will also live to be 90. Taking this injection will not shorten your lifespan in any way. Isn't that great news for people with HIV? The interesting thing is that all 3 drugs were developed by Gilead Sciences. Once this injection is approved by the WHO, it will be made available worldwide. Friends, can you believe that reading a very interesting story can change a person's life? Do you believe that just reading this story to your children can teach them the values they need in life? Do you believe that you can find a solution to any problem you have in life or any problem you are facing by reading a story? Yes, it's possible. Only with the greatest epic ever told in the history of mankind. It's the Mahabharata. This story is 100 times bigger than any blockbuster film. It's a challenge. The complete story of the Mahabharata, written in the words of Vikram Aditya, is available in 2 parts in book and ebook form on Amazon and 43 online stores. The book is available in 54 languages worldwide. I've included the links in the description below this video. Order now. Because it's not just a book, it's the library you need for your life. In recent months, wars have been raging between several countries around the world. While the external situation is like this, India has taken another step forward in its defense technology with Sebex 2. It is a non-explosive nuclear device. This means that, unlike a conventional nuclear bomb, it doesn't create massive mushroom-like flames and destruction. When it explodes, not even a spark of fire can be seen, but it is twice as powerful as a normal nuclear bomb. It is the world's most powerful weapon. With the world's most powerful bomb in India's possession, would any enemy nation dare to go to war with us? We all know about Miss World and Miss India, but what is Miss AI? AI stands for Artificial Intelligence. AI has been used to create a girl called Kenza Layli. She only exists on the internet, not in real life. She is also an Instagram influencer. Kenza Layli is not the only one. There are thousands like her around the world. A Miss World-style competition was held for these AI models with 1,500 participants from around the world competing with their AI influencers. Out of those 1,500, Kenza Layli from Morocco was crowned Miss AI. This AI model, Kenza Layli, creates health and beauty content on Instagram. She looks very realistic, just like a human, and she creates content on topics that benefit society, which is why she was awarded the title of Miss AI. When you look at this AI model, you might be confused as to whether she is human or AI. A mountain-sized asteroid is hurtling towards Earth from space, with a 72% chance of completely destroying our planet. But don't worry yet, it will take 14 years for it to reach us. The asteroid is expected to collide with Earth on 12 July 2038. But there is one thing we should be worried about. NASA has launched a mission called the Double Asteroid Redirection Test, DART. The main aim of this mission is to detect asteroids heading towards Earth from space and find out how they can be redirected to avoid hitting us. As part of this mission, they have discovered that this giant asteroid is heading towards Earth. But at the moment, NASA has no solution to avert the threat of this asteroid destroying our planet. So now it's time to start worrying. An Indian startup based in Bengaluru called Akash Lab has designed an expandable space habitat to allow humans to live in space. It is essentially a space house. This house can accommodate 6 to 16 people. Akash Lab has named this prototype Space Hab. The Space Hab has the ability to expand, i.e., it takes 7 days to fully expand once it reaches space from Earth. It provides excellent protection from space radiation. From this house, we can easily conduct experiments on the moon. In South Korea, a robot civil servant committed suicide due to excessive work stress. We all know that. But it's not true. The real truth is that this robot is called Robot Supervisor. This robot is very special because it can travel by lift or stairs to any floor, wherever the work is. It has its own standard working week, just like humans, and even has its own employee ID card. The real question to be discussed here is whether this was actually a suicide. According to South Korean labor laws, neither humans nor robots can work more than 40 hours a week. If they have to work overtime, it should not exceed 52 hours per week. In addition, this robot has a standard working week and no overtime schedule. Unlike humans, these robots do not have emotions or psychological feelings to perceive work as stress or to think, why am I even alive? So this was not suicide. The robot simply slipped and fell down the stairs and broke. Experts who examined it said that a navigation sensor failure caused an error that led to this incident. Some influencers portrayed it as a suicide just to create content for social media. However, you may wonder why humanoid robots, which are very expensive, are being used by the government in South Korea's city councils. They are used to protect documents, public information, budgets, and other sensitive information within the government, preventing it from leaking out. After all, robots don't ask for bribes. Friends, let's meet again next Monday at 5 p.m. Order my Mahabharata book now. The links are in the description below this video. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so immediately. Until then, take care. Bye.